Hey, good morning everyone. Christina here with Expert Power Wash. Today I'm going to show you a little bit about Jackson skid. So let's take a look at this skid. All right, let's talk a little bit about this skid. So what you're looking at is this is kind of a mix between our workhorse model and our double trouble. So you do have an 8-foot skid here, complete with a surface cleaner rack with the locking mechanism that holds the Whisper Wash 19. What's unique about this one is we are actually running two 8-gallon-a-minute Honda GX690 belt drive on this particular model. So what you have here, it's 3,500 PSI, and they are actually copycatted. So this one is here, it has your general pump, it has your K7 unloader, like I mentioned, belt drive, and then you have the exact same model on this side. Different dealers. One is a Pressure Pro, one is a BE. Our BE model was actually brought to us by the customer, so we just wanted to make sure that their two machines matched. So both of them are plumbed, ready to go, so Jackson actually has the ability to run two 8-gallon-a-minute machines off of this truck, which is kind of a cool feature here. Going through the rest of this skid here, we do have a Flow Pro remote downstream system on this particular one. If you're not familiar with that system, that allows you to be able to turn water to soap from not being right at the truck. So if you're in the back of the house, you're on top of the roof, you're in a lot of different areas, so you're not having to go back and forth. This actually has a remote system, so we were able to switch it on and off. So that is your downstream system here. This skid is complete with 4 hose reels. So you have two 18-inch electric Titan reels and two 12-inch electric Titan reels, 200 feet of soft wash hose, 200 feet of Fierce Jet 1-wire pressure washer hose, 100 feet of garden hose, and then the fourth one is intentionally left empty as the customer wanted to use that for storage. So whether or not he wants to travel with more Fierce Jet pressure washer hose or some more garden hose, or if he wants to put a water-fed pool hose on there, he can do so. So you can see our slim tanks in the back there, but I wanted to draw some attention to right here. We run 100-gallon vertical slim tanks. They are only 100 gallons, so especially running two 8-gallon-a-minute machines, we want to make sure that we have as much water as possible, so we actually plumb 200-gallon tanks together to give you 200 gallons of water. So that is that, and then you have your chemical tank in the back. Let's go take a look at the other side. So on this side, just like our workhorse models and our double troubles, you've got your EPW box here. Inside your box is all of your wiring for your battery. You can see that there is a battery mounting system, very nicely done, clean. There's room in here to store other tools, extra ball valve swivels like Jackson ordered, or any of the other things. So your fuses are there. One of the things we've added over this last couple of months is this soft wash percent guide. So one of the biggest questions we get on a daily is, what percentage do we use for what? How much bleach do you need to clean brick? Or maybe you just need a refresher out in the field, or you're training new employees. So this is actually mounted on the inside of your box, just as a refresher guide, kind of percentages, what the average recommendation would be for your cleaning. You've got your 7-gallon soap tank, and you can see that every tank is clearly marked for what's in it. We want to make these as simple as possible. No questions asked. I know a lot of you guys run employees, or maybe it's just you and you're learning and you're starting off, which is great too. But we want to make it as simple as possible. So chem stays with chem, water stays with water, soap stays with soap. If you are using a surfactant such as apple suds, lemon suds, or any of those kinds, this soap tank will be more than enough space for it being concentrated. So that is your soap tank. Next to it, you've got your soft wash system. So this is our Pro Mixer XL. You have 3 check valves, water, soap, and chem. In that 4th spot, we actually put a bleach rinse valve system. And you can see that if this is pulled up, you're pulling chem. If this is pulled down, you're pulling water. That gives you the opportunity to completely clean out your pump. So you guys probably know that if you leave bleach sitting in anything, it's going to corrode it. It's going to diminish the life of your pump. So that actually allows you to fully rinse it out for a good 2 to 3 minutes at the end of use to make sure that there's no bleach left in those lines or in that pump. You don't want to do anything to cause that pump to last any less time than it already does. On the back side of this, let's see if we can't get a good shot of this. We run Remco pumps. So this particular one is a 7 GPM Remco pump. You've got a switch, an on and off switch right here. So complete system all mounted together in one spot. And then this is that other machine I was referring to earlier, the GX690. This one is a BE model with your general pump and also with the K7 unloader. Going to the bed of the truck, this is one of the things that we pride ourselves on in our skids. So the only thing mounted in the bed of this truck is your 13-gallon custom aluminum gas tank. It's dual ported, so it actually can run both machines. You're feeding both pressure washers off of one tank. But you notice all of this bed space. So typically we're putting this skid in the back of a truck and we're taking away the bed space. So we purposely leave all of this as open as possible. We run our hoses. They're completely attached to the side of the skid. So there's no obstructions when you're putting things in and out of your skid. This one was a little bit challenging. I was talking with my builder and you've got hoses running from both sides. So I just wanted to call out, he did a fantastic job just running those down the lines. But you can still put a bucket, a Skyvac, a water-fed pole system. Any of that can fit in this bed of the truck, and you'll still have plenty of room to work. Also, both pressure washers do have your T-jet filters to keep sediments out of them. So just very nicely done. And then that blue hose that is ran down the middle of that is actually your water, the drain for your water. So it's nice and large. It will actually drain pretty quick and it runs off the back of the truck. So this is Jackson Skid. Again, an 8-foot workhorse with a couple additions to it. It could be a double trouble, but this is model number 65. And yeah, let us know if we can help you.